I didn't think much when she texted me, "Can we talk later?" It was a Friday afternoon and I was driving home, already tasting the weekend freedom. We'd been together for nearly 2 years, enough time for the usual ups and downs, but nothing could have prepared me for what was coming. I assumed she wanted to plan a weekend trip or discuss moving in together, like we talked about weeks ago. My mind was on shared dreams. Hers was already somewhere else. That evening, I went to her apartment. It was small but cozy, warm light spilling from the lamps, plants lining the windows, and the faint scent of vanilla candles mixed with her perfume lingering in the air. Normally, she'd greet me with a hug or that mischievous smirk she wore when she had a secret. But this time, she sat stiffly on the couch, arms crossed, distant. The silence hit me first. Then she spoke. "I've been thinking. I need space. Maybe we should just be friends." Her voice was calm, deliberate, like she had rehearsed this moment 1,000 times, and I was the last audience member to see the show. For a second, I thought I'd misheard her. Just days ago, she'd posted a photo of us with the caption, "Am I my person?" 2 nights before, we'd been curled up on her couch watching our favorite show. And now this. I studied her face. No guilt. No hesitation. Just stillness. Then I did something unexpected. I smiled. Not bitterly, not sarcastically, but with quiet acceptance and said, "Okay." Her eyes flickered. Just for a moment. She might have expected tears, begging, or questions about someone else. I gave her none of that. I stood up, took one last look around her apartment, and said, "Take care of yourself." Then I walked out and didn't look back. What followed wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet, precise, almost surgical. I removed her completely from my life. I deleted her number, archived our photos, revoked her access to shared accounts. I unfollowed her on every social platform. Not out of spite, just survival. That night, I sat alone in my apartment. No music. No distractions. Just the hollow echo of her absence. It hurt more than I expected. But I didn't reach out. Not once. Days turned into weeks. For weeks later, her messages began to appear. "Hey, just checking in. Hope you're okay." I read them, locked my phone, and left them unanswered. Hours later, another. "I miss our talks." Still nothing. 6 weeks after the breakup, a friend invited me to a small gathering. I debated going, but decided I needed to breathe again. And there she was. Her face froze when she saw me, better dressed, healthier, laughing freely. She had clearly expected something different. Later, a friend told me she admitted she didn't anticipate my coldness. She thought I'd stay available, her safety net, her emotional crutch. But I wasn't anyone's fallback plan. She wanted space, I gave her absence. She wanted friendship, I became a memory. It's been over a year now. I've grown in ways I never imagined. I've traveled solo, started journaling, reconnected with old friends, and built a life that doesn't revolve around waiting for someone else to figure themselves out. I still think of her sometimes, not with bitterness, but with clarity. She was a lesson I never knew I needed, the push I never saw coming. Sometimes the strongest response isn't anger. It's removal. She said, "I need space. Let's be friends." I said, "Okay." And then I disappeared, not out of hate, but out of love for myself. And I never looked back.